Welcome back to the Becoming Table Talk, the space where we talk honestly about leadership, identity, and what it takes to show up with clarity, confidence, and connection. Today, we're talking about something that can make people really uncomfortable. What is that, ladies? We're talking about money.
Money.
That's it.
Yes. Wanting more of it, asking for it, naming what we deserve. And for many BIPOC women, especially Black women, this conversation can feel multi-layered because many of us were taught to be grateful, be humble, hardworking, and stay quiet. We were taught not to ask for too much, not to make people uncomfortable, not to appear greedy, not to seem ungrateful. But here's the truth. You can be grateful and still want more. You can
Indeed.
be humble and still negotiate. You can love the work and still expect to be compensated fairly. So, Crystal, I'm handing it over to you.
Well, thank you. Because this is one of those conversations we need to have out loud. Before we ever get to salaries or negotiations or promotions or even leadership opportunities, we have to start with something deeper, the messages. Because many of us didn't just inherit financial habits, we inherited beliefs. So
Yes.
beliefs about what we were allowed to want, beliefs about what we were worth, beliefs about what happens when women ask for more. So I want to ask the table. You ready, table?
Yes.
What money messages did you grow up hearing? Maybe
Money
it
doesn't
sounded.
grow on trees.
Oh, yes.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Don't ask
That's-
me for
Make
no
that
money.
money. Don't make that money make you.
Right.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
like that one too. But I really got the money don't grow on trees. Is there, what do they say? Is there a money tree in the backyard?
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a crabapple tree, but I was hoping that some money would fall off. But, just be grateful. That was something else you heard, right? You asking for too much. Be grateful for what you got.
That's right.
Work hard and someone will notice.
Yeah.
Don't ask for too much.
Yeah.
Girl, talking about money is rude.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Girl. Go ahead.
Clearly, I want to know what comes up for you when you hear those things, Dr. Larissa.
Yeah.
It touches a button. It makes my heart flutter a little bit. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm not supposed to ask. Let me be quiet. Let me go figure something else out because that's just not going to work. But, I think about how those earlier messages just really start shaping us. And a lot of women, we aren't just afraid to ask for more money, but we're afraid of what asking even just means, right? Are people gonna think that I'm greedy? Do I seem like I'm being ungrateful because will I look like I'm being difficult? Like we're doing you a favor and bringing you on. And
Right.
so because I'm either asking for money, one period, or I'm asking for more, then now I'm being difficult. Is that the impression? And
Right.
here's a big one that we may not ever really name, but will they stop liking me?
Yeah.
Will that change the way that they feel about me?
Yeah.
Right?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, when we spend years being rewarded for being dependable, accommodating, and just easy to work with, advocating for yourself can start to really feel uncomfortable,
I can.
right?
Yeah.
And it's not that you're wrong. It's just like you're doing something different.
Right.
That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to bring you in because I think money conversations are emotional conversations too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what happens internally when women think about asking for more?
Well, I can tell you from a personal journey that money isn't just money. Money becomes safety. Money becomes freedom. Hallelujah on that one. Money becomes choice, right? And then money becomes worth. And when those things get tied together in a nice little bow, asking for more can feel incredibly vulnerable. Sometimes women think they're negotiating compensation, right? A lot of times we do. But really, They're confronting years of conditioning, a mindset, years of being told, wait, it's not your turn. We see you, but can you wait a little longer? Years of hoping someone notices, right? I wonder if they see me going above and beyond. Years of believing hard work alone would be enough. Yeah, that's a myth. And that creates fear, big time.
Yes. I was thinking about your bow because I'm like, okay, once you make, I'm thinking about like at the holidays or a birthday or something, you wrap that present up and I mean, it's beautiful, right? And then they got to pull it apart. So you're looking like, now what? So,
Right.
and what's inside of that box? See what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So you think
exactly.
about it and it's like, okay, I don't know what it might be a mystery box to me. So what's in the inside that I might not expect to come out? So if
Yeah,
I ask for these things, what's really gonna come out of this box? Is it gonna
right.
be a surprise or is it gonna be something I expected?
Hmm.
So let's pause for a second. What's one money belief you've had to unlearn?
That money is the root of all evil. It's
That's
the way people handle money that makes it evil.
yes.
Woo!
Yes. Woo.
Hmm.
I need to let that woo.
Right. I said,
I
look,
gotta sit
Marinate
with
on
that
that
for
one.
a
Yes,
second.
ma'am.
I
I
mean,
had to sit back in my chair, like, huh?
mm,
Yeah, that's one I had to learn. But that was a rough one for me. That was a like a boop. I could have had a V8 kind of moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm having a V8 moment now. Just even just hearing you say what you said, it's like we view and see the money itself as doing the thing. But we
Right.
have to remember that it's the people who have and hold the money and what they're doing with it
Yep.
is
Exactly.
that's the thing. It goes back to the people with the
Mm.
money or without
Yes,
the
ma'am.
money even, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Right. You done threw me off,
Yeah.
Sean. I'm like, look,
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
think
trying to think
I
for
think
myself. Like,
right. I think one of the things I had to unlearn, and I think I'm still in process of unlearning, is that when asking or negotiating is not for my worth, what the money that I'm asking for or I want to ask for is not about my worth, it's about my time.
Yes. Yes.
That what I am asking for you to pay me for is you're paying me for my time.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
what
That's
I'm
it.
working on is it's okay to ask.
Yeah. That part.
That's pretty much it. Like, because before I'm
Right.
like, ooh, I wonder if what they say, asking you shall receive, or
Mm,
the worst thing they can say is no, but if you never ask, you'll never know, right?
Exactly.
So
right.
in my mind, I'm like, you know what? This is a figure that I have in my head. Let me spit it out there. If they
Right.
say no, then let's figure out what it is. But I'm not just gonna sit there and just keep settling
Yes.
because I'm afraid. So
That part.
trying to debunk that thing of being grateful for what
Right.
you got. Just just
Right.
just sit and be quiet. I'm not gonna do that anymore
Right.
because
Right.
first of all,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
gonna settle for the least when I know I deserve the best. So that's something I was thinking about.
Yes. I like
Mhm.
that.
And
I
I'm
like that.
and that feeling guilty for wanting more, like, no,
Yeah.
why? And
Yeah.
then thinking that hard work kinda automatically leads to rewards. Not
Right.
always, not always.
No,
Because
not always.
what did my grandfather said, what did he say? You'll go as far as they let you, right?
Right.
And
Right.
then if you keep going, they're gonna let you keep going without
Mhm.
even compensating.
Yeah.
So, no. And then feeling uncomfortable discussing compensation, throw that out the window. We need to
Yeah.
move past that because, again, like Dr. Larissa said, this is about your time, not your worth.
Right.
Because you're giving a lot of time. Think about those nights where you're up. You're getting paid for 40 hours a week, right? But you're
Right.
doing 80 hours of work.
That's
So
right.
why not negotiate? Say, hey,
That's
look,
right.
I'm here from 9 to 5. However, I do extra at night. So think about that. And then believing that negotiating is selfish, not at all.
Right.
Not
Right.
at all. Because it's not. You negotiate a car, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
You
I think,
negotiate at home.
as I'm listening to, I'm just thinking like it's not just a matter of fact, but it's like we're pointing these things out because this is where we tend to get stuck. And so if we can put it out here and start talking about it of like
Yeah.
negotiating is not selfish. Okay, well, what does that mean? Now, what does that look like for me? And now how do I now go about shifting the way I think about what negotiating means and what it is? Negotiation is a skill, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
if I can get past the belief that negotiating is selfish, now let me go get the skill to negotiate, right? Now that is moving away from being that emotional piece. And then now let me go into the room and use the skill that I have to negotiate what it is that I want.
Right.
I can have what I want. Yes, you can,
Yes.
right? Like shifting that belief even of like,
Right.
do you want this? Yes, I want this. Okay,
Absolutely.
let's go with that. And
Yes.
now use this new skill. If you don't have
Hmm.
that skill, then now you know that's a skill I need to learn.
Right.
And then when I learn that skill, that's going to benefit me in the
Yes.
long run.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
That's right.
All right, ladies, there's something else I want to hit on. You ready? That grateful to be here trip. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just so glad somebody picked me. Well, I'm not gonna rock the boat. I'm just happy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
gratitude is beautiful. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it can become dangerous when it keeps you silent.
Yes.
So many women are carrying leadership level responsibility without leadership level compensation.
Mm.
And yet they tell themselves, well, at least I have a job,
Yeah.
or at least they gave me a chance, or even at least I'm in the room.
Yeah.
But being in the room should not require you to shrink your value.
Yes.
I think that's important because
Hmm.
appreciation and compensation, they're not the same
Nope,
thing, right? People will often tell women, "We appreciate everything you do," and appreciation is nice,
Hmm.
but appreciation does not pay the bills,
No, it does not.
right?
Hmm.
Appreciation isn't a promotion. Like, "Thank you
Right.
for appreciating me," and
Yeah. Yeah.
a promotion would be even
Yes.
appreciation is an equity even, right? So it's a compliment. A compliment, thank you, and not a
Hmm.
thank you but a thank you and. So you can thank me and you can
Hmm.
compensate me for what it is that you appreciate,
How about that?
right?
Hmm.
And so for many of us, we have been conditioned to just accept the appreciation because, well, at
Yeah.
least I got that. When what we actually need is the advancement. So it's for us to just be clear about that. And you said something, Crystal. You said, "Did you picked me?" So here's this whole emotional piece that gets wrapped into it because now it's about you picked me and I should just be
Yes.
grateful in that you
Hmm.
did that.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
not it.
Nope.
Right? And whatever that is, like, sitting there and surrounding that, that is the piece then, like, that's where I need the work.
Yeah.
That's where I need to do the work, and once I can get through that, then now, this idea of moving beyond just a compliment can, like, be a real thing because
Hmm.
I picked me. I don't need you to pick me, but I
Right.
was able to pick myself, and I choose myself and pick myself every day.
Yes.
And because of that, I understand and value myself, and I can separate how I value myself from what it is that you should pay me for my time.
I like that.
Okay, so in my mind, all I keep hearing is Kendrick Lamar saying, I choose me, I'm sorry.
Period.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
and the song is just playing in my head. And I'm like, say that again. Because, like you said, Dr. Cresswell just said, a compliment is great, but it
Yes.
is not compensation.
It really isn't.
So thanks for appreciating me, but pay me what I own.
Right.
Pay me what you owe me.
Yeah. That's it.
Kendrick Lamar is just all up in me today. But
Yeah.
Right? This is a song for
right.
everything.
I
For
know. I'm like,
everything.
oh, because many of us are carrying teams, We're supporting coworkers, we're mentoring others, managing emotional
Lord
labor,
mercy.
holding everything together. And
Mm-hmm.
all those things, they have value, right? But if it remains invisible, it often remains what? Uncompensated. So,
Mhm.
great.
And
Sean.
let me tell you, ladies, that's where resentment starts. I'm
That
telling
part.
you.
That part.
That's where it starts.
Yeah.
It's like that seed that's starting to sprout
Mhm.
because the woman continues to show up. We show up, right? We
Yeah,
continue to deliver. We continue supporting. But inside, we're asking ourselves, when is it my turn? And instead of judging that feeling, ladies, I think we need to get curious about it. Because frustration often points to what? Misalignment. It may be telling you that you've outgrown what you're settling for. No, I have not.
exactly.
Mhm.
You've been pushing a lot of my buttons today, Sean. I'm getting
I'm sorry.
I'm getting some past trauma going
this
like,
is
"Wait."
look, this is pushing my buttons too, because I have been in that position. And so I am, I'm feeling all of it. I'm feeling
Yeah,
every bit of it.
money is it's a thing. It's a
It
Yeah,
real
is.
thing. Like,
It
even that whole this like you don't even talk about money with other people. Like you're not supposed to. I know that's one of the messages that I received is that
yeah.
you don't even talk about money to other
Nope.
people. So like
Nope.
then how do we learn? How do we learn otherwise if we don't even we don't even talk about it?
It's too uncomfortable of a subject.
Yeah.
It's just really hard.
It's
It's
been
hard.
made to be uncomfortable though,
yeah.
Of course it has. Yes. Yes, it
right?
has.
Because it's been made to cause, like, people think, "Well, if they know that you're making more, then they're gonna feel some kinda way, and they're gonna treat you
Yeah,
some kinda way. So
right.
just don't talk about it." And you're like, "But what if I'm not making more? What if they're making more and doing less?" You're thinking those things to yourself like, "Wait a second." So it's kinda that elephant in the room, right?
Yeah, and let me add another layer to that real quick, Crystal. What if somebody's making what you're making and they don't deserve to make it? Yeah, that part. Okay, I'm gonna stop throwing it in, but
I was about to say, "Look, I just keep catching the fastball. You keep throwing my curveball." I'm like, I feel like the catcher over here, like, "Sean, come on.
I'm sorry.
You pitching them fast today." So,
Yeah.
okay, maybe the question isn't, "Am I being grateful?" Maybe the question is, "Am I finally recognizing my value?" Alright, because wanting fair conversation, it isn't greed. Negotiation isn't selfishness. We talked about that earlier, right? We're not being selfish if we wanna negotiate, and asking for more does not mean that you're less committed to the work, because 'cause
Right.
you've been doing it anyway, right?
Hmm.
Without the conversation.
That's
It
right.
only means that you're including yourself in the care that you give everyone else.
Amen.
Mhm,
Wow. Woo!
Yeah, I
mhm,
like that.
Yes.
mhm.
Alright, I got another question. You ready?
Okay, okay.
Where have you seen women confuse service with sacrifice? Ooh,
Mm.
ooh, ooh.
Mhm. Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, so look, just in the work that we do, right? We're in the
Yes.
work of serving people.
Yeah.
Right.
And because we're serving people, that is the compensation,
Yeah. Right.
is being able to help the people and the people get what they need.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I think that's like the one of the core foundations into the helping profession people
Yes.
burning
Hmm.
out,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Because
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
we're doing all this load carrying and serving and helping and I don't know, helping people heal and recover in all these different ways. And then we give all of that and then we have nothing to, nothing comes back to us. And
Yeah.
then oftentimes the compensation doesn't equal to the type of work and the amount of work that we do.
No.
And
Yeah.
it's this
I
vicious
agree.
cycle. It's just a vicious cycle that goes round and round and round. I think it's also part of the mindset too of I'm serving. If
Yeah.
I'm serving people, then I shouldn't be asking
Right.
for more money because the
Yes.
work is to serve, right? Like,
Right.
those 2 don't quite mesh up, at least in the way that we've been taught. Maybe having conversations like this will start to change the
Yes.
way we look at it, but as it is now, it's serving,
Yeah.
therefore,
Yeah.
right?
However, the term servant leader to me, it's like, okay, all right, I'm still serving. However, I am leading as well. So I don't
Mhm.
just have to serve, I
Right.
can lead as well. So to me, combining the two kind of gives me a little more reason behind why I'm asking. Okay,
Right.
I'm not just serving. This ain't volunteer work, right?
Right.
Because, yeah,
Mhm.
community leadership, community service, whatever.
Right.
You can get compensation for being a family caregiver now, too, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I heard.
It's hard work.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's, the compensation part, I think should just be a given because you're given 100% of yourself
All the time.
all the time. Even when you're already depleted, you're up and knowing if I'm not giving 100% to them, then they're not going to be motivated to move. But then when you step back, you say to yourself, I feel like an oxygen tank. You know, you're taking all the oxygen and I'm being depleted. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm just standing here, what? Just being emptied out.
But you're
Mhm.
that go-to person, correct?
Right. But as a go to person, I need to be able to say, hey, I think I'm worth this. You know, I truly believe that I am teaching and giving of myself. So I need to be compensated for my time and for my professionalism. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, it's a skill.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
Right?
right.
definitely.
We have whether, you've studied in some form or fashion to be able to do this thing, like,
Yeah.
yes, the kindness of your heart may have been what drew you to the profession, right?
Yes.
And your desire to help people, and you also had to learn as a skill to be able
Yeah.
to do it, right? And so that is what you're being compensated for, is
Yes.
Yes.
your skill, your level of skill. Not everybody's skill is equal,
No,
you
ma'am.
know? And that's okay, right? And so we can recognize that. Sometimes I might see somebody else whose skill I'm like, "Whoa,
Right.
I wanna be able to do that or to do it in
Yes.
that way. I just don't have
Right.
the skill yet." And so
Yes.
now that's what I'm gonna be working towards so I can also do that. And once
Yes.
I get that, then that puts me just over the edge. And so therefore, yes, I should be compensated for my
Yeah.
skill in caregiving, my
Yeah.
skill in, I don't know, motivating individuals to do for themselves. Like, that's a skill.
And it's
Yeah.
you're
That's
not
good.
you're
That's
not
really good
being
right there.
compensated for who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You're not paying me for
Yes.
me, you're paying me for my skill.
That's right. There it is. That
Alright,
part.
okay, woo! Okay, y'all are dropping it. Dropping
Oh,
them, dropping them,
Imma
dropping
tell
'em.
you, the
I'm
nuggets
taking all
are
these
like
jewels.
falling from the sky, I'm telling you.
Yes. It's like jewel here. I feel like I got a treasure trove going over here. So, I have something from our listeners. Are you ready, listeners? I want you to think about this. I need you to complete 2 statements for me. The first one, you ready? I used to believe money meant what? Fill in that blank for me. And then I need you to say, now I choose to believe that money can mean blank. So those
Mhm.
are the 2 things I want you to think about. I used to believe money meant fill in the blank. And then now I choose to believe money can mean fill in that blank. So
Okay.
maybe your new belief is what? I can be grateful and still advocate for myself. Or maybe it's wanting fair compensation is not greed, it's actually alignment.
Yes, ma'am. So as we close, ladies, I want you to remind yourself that your nervous system may need time to catch up to new beliefs.
Mm.
Imma say that one more time.
Whew.
Your nervous system may need time to catch up to new beliefs. Talking about money may feel uncomfortable. It always does. Trust me. We know about that uncomfortability. Asking for more may feel unfamiliar, a road you haven't traveled. Advocating for yourself may challenge old stories. Okay, we need to change some chapters. But discomfort doesn't mean you're wrong. It doesn't. Whenever you feel like, oh my God, you got all this anxiety and you think something's wrong, it turns out to be the benefit. And sometimes, if not all the times, it means you're growing.
Yes. Whew. Guys, you all like this was really needed today.
It was. It
Because it was
truly
so
was.
much that we think about, and we think about, like you said, our skill. We think about that we wanting more, we wanna ask for more, but we don't want those stereotypes of being greedy or being selfish or being ungrateful, but that's not what it is. It's actually getting compensated for your skill and your time. So,
Yes.
Dr. Larissa, I want you to wrap us up,
Yes.
baby.
Yes. Bring it
Yes.
on home, Doc.
Like, I so appreciate this conversation. Like, this is going to stick with me, and I hope that it will stick with you all. You could be anywhere doing anything, and you have chosen to be with us and to listen. So we thank you for
Thank
pulling
you.
up a chair and spending this time with us. And if this conversation made you think, it challenged you, it encouraged you, or it reminded you that you're not navigating this journey alone, share it with someone who you know needs it,
Yeah.
okay? We
Yeah.
don't need to hold this stuff to ourselves. Let's share it. So follow the podcast, subscribe wherever you're listening, and if you haven't already, leave us a rating if you enjoyed it and review. It helps more BIPOC women in the helping professions to find their way to this community, and we'd love to hear from you. So
Absolutely.
drop a comment and let us know what stood out to you today. Because a conversation doesn't end when the episode ends. And remember, your seat is saved right here at the Becoming table. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.